say my take is that that's not a prosecution issue. That was a defense failure, and they failed miserably because those were very crucial statements. I absolutely would have wanted them statements, and I would have used them absolutely because they were actually beneficial to the defense for self-defense. So
it was very beneficial. What do you say about the information that is out now that wasn't the original video? Because a lot of people don't understand that, yes, you can have altered or enhanced evidence entered into evidence, but it has to have the same, it has to be attached to the original. You can't enter the enhanced without the original. And I'm not talking about the original from the standpoint of what you went and enhanced. I'm talking about the original from the school board, the district that had the original. And on top of that, there's another original for the actual who has access and owns the equipment for that video, because it's not owned by the school, it is contracted. They contract this company to come in and provide video. And what I've seen is the state only provided surveillance video. No. We want every ounce of video. And that's, I feel like they got over on that, but not necessarily over because the defense should have came under and said, oh, we have an issue with Brady. Because what people don't know is that the state, as soon as a crime happens, they are, regardless of if the witness comes today or tomorrow, anybody that is attached to the case is under the care, custody, and control of the state, and they have to go out and get it for the defense, regardless of if they use it or not. But the defense laid down like some dogs with.
They damn sure laid down like some dogs. But besides that, when you look at the surveillance footage, the footage doesn't start from maybe hours before the whole day. It starts basically right around the time of the whole incident. So, and then when you go to the Huddle app, where you can see Karmelo's football games live, you can see that there's a middle camera that shows exactly directly pointed towards the tent. We don't have that footage. We got some northeast footage, some southwest footage, right? The footage starts exactly when the boys are walking inside the stadium. Why we can't see everything else? Then we wouldn't have to argue online whether Karmelo arrived first, whether Austin arrived first. We wouldn't have to wait for the transcripts, right? Because we have to wait for the appeals process, because the appellate court tells the court reporter, send up all of your records up to the appellate court. They go through all the records, then they drop it down. Then we're able to access the records. I spoke with the court reporters from Collin County. This is what's happening. They have to wait for the appellate process. Then after that, they're going to let the transcripts be free for everybody else, freed out. But you still have to purchase them. They're going to let them out, but you're going to have to purchase them. So do you know that there's a process still that has to happen? But the video was shady though, man. Where it start. So it's edited footage. Whether you want to say it's edited or not, it's editorial footage because it's been put to certain positions of the video already. If you go to the entrance cam video, it already starts and then it zooms in by itself. So it goes, you see Austin walk in with the two boys, you see Hunter walking with the one guy, and then you see it automatically zoom in to where the tent is automatically. I'll bring up that footage to show y'all again. But the footage is kind of weird to me.
With fleas on. So what do you say to knowing that there was an additional video that witnesses have even came out and said they viewed this video at ISD and it's a record of it, and they said it was HD. They could see bodies on bodies on bodies. They saw Karmelo being attacked by 4 individuals, but they was also tied to an NDA, so they couldn't say anything that they thought they could, because legally they could.
So it's still
tied to an NDA that they thought they couldn't say nothing, but legally they could. That's crazy. I think that's crazy. Is that true? Wow, that's nasty work if that's the case.
I think I'm going to bash the defense a lot because I feel like they failed.
Have fun.
But I think that in this case, it's a double-edged sword, right? You have the prosecution who was supposed to turn over all the evidence and they failed it, right? So there we do have a Brady violation, absolutely. And it is, the shaky part about it is when you do go for a new trial or something like that, you're going back to the same judge who you had, and you're actually going back to the same county that you had, right? If you're trying to get one. And that's just how it goes. So imagine this is already the judge who already has kind of already screwed your case, right? So let's look at it. You were given this discovery. Let's just say you now see that they got this new video, but you relied on it. In one hand, you say, well, we relied that the state was moving in good faith. The state did not move in good faith, and the state presented it ready and said that the state said they gave us all evidence that they had, and they did. That was the state. They sworn to that, so they're bound to that, right? A real judge would say, absolutely not, it's a Brady violation. You know it, we know it. This is a trial. But in this county, I feel like all the judge would say is, but the defense could have went and got it themselves. They knew there was video.